looking at activating and coordinating the core canister using the deep abdominal muscles to support the spine and the pelvis in a neutral position while moving the legs. And we're moving on to a double tabletop position with this video. Now, what I would like you to do is to remember your breathing and remember that deep core activation. So you're going to breathe in to prepare. You're going to exhale, draw the ribs in, tighten those deep abdominal muscles. So remember, it's exhale with effort. You're going to exhale, get the tension through that core system, and then you're going to bring yourself up into a double tabletop position. Good. Now when you're in that double tabletop position, you want to make sure that your knees are hip width apart. It's very tempting to squeeze your knees together, but we don't really want the inner thighs working too hard with this exercise. It's also really tempting to draw your knees in a little bit too far in that position, but that takes the weight of the legs over the chest or over the top of the tummy, and we don't want that. So you can bring yourself into a position where your knees are directly over your hips and then at 90 degrees. And if you want to, you can push those feet forwards so that you've got 90 degrees at your ankles, 90 degrees at your knees, and 90 degrees at your hips. You then try and hold it there for a good 5 to 10 seconds, breathing while you're holding. And then to bring it down, you inhale to prepare, exhale, tighten, and take the feet back down. Now, depending on the strength of your core, moving both legs at the same time might be a little bit too challenging. So we'll show you an option now of moving one leg at a time into that double tabletop position and then out of it at the end. So what we're going to do is inhale, prepare, exhale, tighten, lift the right leg. Good, keep the right leg there, inhale, exhale, tighten, lift the left leg. Hold that position, think about knees hip width apart, directly on top of the hips, feet flexed into a 90-degree position. And then to come out of that one leg at a time, we're going to inhale, prepare, exhale, tighten, drop the one leg, inhale, prepare, exhale, tighten, drop the other leg. And that might be a much more controlled and easier way of moving for you. But as that gets easier, then you can progress on to the earlier part of the exercise video where you're moving both legs at the same time. Now, if at any point you lose that connection between your ribs and your hips, you will overarch your back, and that can cause a little bit of discomfort and tension into your back. So if your mind is taken to your back during this exercise, you've got to really look at your technique. It's really important that you don't lose that connection. So remember that when we lose that connection, we overarch the back, so the back comes away from the floor, and the ribs flare upwards and the pelvis drops away. So you want to bring that connection back into a neutral pelvis position where the rib cage and the hips are connected through that core canister, and you keep that connection as you move your legs. If you lose that connection, it'll pull in your back, and that won't be very comfortable for you, and it's not really how we want you to do the exercise. So you want to get your neutral spine positioned, and your breathing and your core contraction working in communication with each other so that you can support your spine and your pelvis as you move your legs into that double tabletop position.